Hi everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how I created this soft formal inspired look, but it would also be gorgeous for like bridesmaids or weddings or anything like that. So I'm also going to be sharing with you, along with how I created this look, some tips for flash photography and how to make your makeup look really good in flash photography. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm just prepping the skin with a moisturiser that doesn't have any SPF. SPF you want to avoid if you're going to be in flash photography. This is in so many different things: primers, moisturisers, foundations, concealers. So you always want to make sure that if there is an SPF in it, that it's below SPF 15. SPF 15 and below doesn't flash back in photos, but anything higher will flash back and give you a very kind of white ghostly face. So I'm just prepping the skin with a moisturiser that has no SPF in it. All the products will be linked down below. For her eyes, I'm using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. I'm starting off with a light brown, building up the shades as I go and deepening it up. I want most of the darkness and depth to be in the outer corner, and then I just want to keep the inner half of the lid with a nice shimmer shade. I love shimmer for flash photography and for photos because it really stands out and opens up the eyes and gives it a lovely sparkle. So I normally always use sparkle or some sort of light shimmer on the lid just to kind of open up the eyes and to really catch the flash in photos. For photos as well, you also want to make sure that you're using slightly darker colours. This doesn't mean that you're using a load of black on your eyes. Slightly darker colours is just going to help define the eyes a wee bit more, especially when a bright flash hits your skin. You don't want to lose any definition. So by using darker shades and then by using the contrast with a lighter shimmery shade, then it's going to create a lot more definition for the eyes. Instead of using a black, I wanted this to be softer, so I'm using a Urban Decay dark brown eyeliner, and I'm just applying that over her lash line and also up into her outer corner, and then just buffing that out. Then for the skin, I am going back to it once that moisturiser has sunk in, and I'm prepping it with the Be Perfect Smoothing Primer. The foundation I'm using is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC20. This is one of my favourites for brides, for formals, whatever. It just stays on so beautifully and it's photographs so beautifully. So I'm just applying a very thin layer with that with the stippling brush to start with, and then I'm going over with a damp sponge and just pushing it all in and just adding wee bits just where I need more. You never want to apply too much foundation for flash photography. It's going to stand out and you're going to see if you look cakey or anything like that. So always just working very thin layers. Same with the concealer, I'm applying it with a brush and then blending it with a sponge. It's just going to look a lot more flawless and airbrushed this way. Then I'm setting it with the Kat Von D translucent powder. I'll put the ingredients on the screen for ingredients to avoid in powders that give flashback. Instead of me trying to say them here, I'll just put them on the screen, and you always want to avoid them. I'm first bronzing the skin just to warm it up. This is not going to contour, this is just to warm it up. This is the Note bronzer in number 30, and I'm just applying that just over the high points of her face just to bronze it up. Then I'm using the KEVYN sculpting powder. This is a cool tone powder, which means it's going to create a shadow and look more like proper definition and a proper shape to the face, which is really important to keep that definition and shape for flash photography. I've just applied some blush, and then I'm just applying some highlight just to the tops of her cheekbones, bridge of the nose, cupid's bow, inner corner and brow bone. This is going to add a wee bit more of a healthy dewiness to the skin and bring back a wee bit more life to the skin. Then I'm just buffing some shades on her lower lash line and lining her waterline with that same dark brown eyeliner. I then just applied some mascara and then just some individual eyelashes. Something that's really important, I think, in any makeup application, but even more so important when you know you're going to be in photos, is your eyebrows. Eyebrows frame the face and help shape the face and define the face. So it's really important that you fill them in. They don't have to be really strong. Just a wee bit of colour just stops them from getting washed out in any flash. Then lining the lips will also really help with definition and stand out a wee bit more in photos. It'll also give the lipstick something to hold on to so it lasts longer. I'm then going over it with a Kim Kardashian West lip cream. I'm not sure the name, it'll be linked down below, and I'm just applying this all over the lips. I then just finish by setting the face with the Makeup Forever Mist and Vicks setting spray, and that is exactly how I created this look and some tips for flash photography. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in my next one.